Greetings and salutations. Happy Resurrection Sunday from LLE.Ascension. Your favorite Christian psychic here, D.Boom. Just checking in with y'all. Here to bless y'all with some more beautiful messages for today. Make sure I get Divine Masculines and Divine Feminine situation out today. I got 2 email readings to do today, and those who's waiting on readings, just give me, like I say, about 24 hours. I should have everybody squared away. So, by it being Resurrection Sunday, you know what I mean? Just want to give a few rants before I begin. First rant, I still got the $25 readings open. The gate's still open for that. $50 life coaching sessions, which is basically 3 unlimited time readings for one low price, which would be $50 right now. If you want to book, if you need the book, if you want to continuate from a life coaching session we just had, this would be a good time to capitalize on it. You know what I mean? Appreciate for everybody that came for life coaching. Appreciate everybody that booked for readings. So far, I just got, because I'm knocking them all out, I got 2 email readings to do. And I think I'm done with all my life coaching as of ours to the people who just started. So people who just started life coaching with me, just hit me up. Let me know when you want to do our second session. And like I say, for those that want to start a brand new life coaching session, I'll be free this pretty much Monday through Wednesday to help y'all with it. So readings, they're emails. I'm only doing email readings for the 25. And like I say, I should have those between 24 to 48 hours after you book. If you waited any longer than that, then you will have your reading coming up today or tomorrow morning tops. Besides that, as I get the spread out, like I say, Resurrection Sunday, you know what I'm saying? This is the resurrection of Christ, the Messiah. If you ain't got the Urantia book, man, buy it. It gives a great detailed account of the life of Christ from the time he was a baby to the time he died. That's 33 years of information that you kind of might, you know what I mean, want to take into consideration. The more you learn about Christ, the more you see how he was just a regular person, just like us. Same shit Christ went through, we all go through. You know what I'm saying? Hard times. You know, I told you, it's pain, it's trial and tribulation that makes you a great person. Jesus went through a lot of stuff, man. By the time he was even 13, he was the man in the house at 14, taking care of his mother, brothers, and sisters. He was the man in the house. He took over his father's debt. They come from humble beginnings. You know what I'm saying? It's the reason why it took Christ so long to kind of get on his path and purpose. He didn't put God on the back burner and chose to do what he wanted to do. He took advantage of the time that he had with his family, which is beautiful. Christ taught his sisters the Jewish faith, which was unheard of. They didn't teach women the Jewish faith. Christ did a lot of unorthodox shit. You know what I mean? He waited till all his brothers and sisters. He raised them all, supported them all, took care of them all. And once they all got out the house, then he went and got on his purpose to really ride for God. But Christ took advantage of a lot of time. Even though he was only on earth for a limited time, he did a lot in that little bit of time. So big out to Yahshua the Messiah, you know what I'm saying? That's my dude. It's my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you should really get to know him. Because he's a cool ass individual, you know what I'm saying? Instead of looking at the dead Jesus that's hanging on the cross, you know what I mean? Fuck these dead images of Christ. If anything, acknowledge the resurrection Christ. That's the Christ we need to be beefing up. That's the Christ we need to be talking about. That's the Christ we need to be wearing on our neck. You know what I'm saying? A resurrected Christ. You know what I'm saying? Not a dead one. You know what I mean? So just want to say that. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes rant, and then we will begin with Divine Masculine situation. Heads, that's swords, thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology, the direction you going, the decisions you making, your mental capacity, your mental state, the mind. Cups are feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators on where you're going mentally. Your heart and mind must be aligned. Who dominates the heart and mind arena? The divine feminine. Then you got wands, which are knees, things you're doing, things you've done, not things you finna do because you ain't did it yet. Actions and behavior, basically, which is ruled by the king of wands. Who's the king of wands? The divine masculine. Then you got toes. That's pentacles. Pentacles are persons, places, and things. Shit you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear, and all pentacles expire. That's the reason why Christ died, because he was a human being. We are walking, talking pentacles. A human being is. We will expire. On this third dimension, that is Earth. That is the Matrix. That is this realm. That is the plantation and crab bucket or whatever you want to call this place. You know what I'm saying? It's a temporary space and time. Christ knew that. That's why he took advantage of all the time that he had here. You should be doing the same. What is a Christian anyway? It's a person just trying to be Christ-like, or a person trying to be as Christ-like as possible. We're not saints here. Ain't nobody sinless around this motherfucker. But at least we can do is try to be as Christ-like as possible. Let's get with it. First card is message masculine. Excuse me, a little dusty around here. I got no fans on. 3 of Wands. That's path, that's purpose, that's evolution. All human beings must evolve from 2 of Wanding to 3 of Wanding. 2 of Wands. That's survival. That's making ends meet. That's just taking care of yourself in the world, or taking care of your family in the world, and that's it. Bees just take care of their people and their species and their race of insects and shit. Like birds, bees, bacteria, boars, bears, they all survive. Everything on this planet survives. But we got to do more than that. That's the difference between a human being and an animal. But guess what? It's animals out here with purpose, like the bee. It's bacteria out here with purpose. You know what I mean? It's birds out here with purpose. It's boars and bears out here with purpose. Don't let the world outdo you. What are wands? Things you doing. Things you done. Not shit you finna do because you ain't did it yet. Do not let the animal kingdom beat you as a human being. Do not let people who ain't even as powerful as you are, who ain't even as connected to the source as you are, who ain't even divine as you are, outdo you. It ain't a competition anyway. 3 of Wands. This is purpose. This is some shit we gotta find anyway. This is some shit we gotta do anyway. This is vital to survival, not just surviving. The divine feminine's role is the 3 of Wands. If you see your feminine do this shit, you should do it too. Your feminine is in fact leading the way. 3 of Wands is the ladder out the crab bucket. It's the crab bucket analogy I use all the time. You and your divine feminine were crabs in a crab bucket. People in the matrix. 2 slaves on a plantation. You understand what I'm saying? Feminine, you got the fuck up out the crab bucket. In the crab bucket, with your masculine, everybody looks the same. Y'all in the bottom of the crab bucket. It's muddy. It's dirty down here. Everybody is the same shade of mud, right? Feminine, you start going up. What's up? Ascension. What's up? Goddess, what's up? That's ascension. You climbing out the crab bucket. Masculine looks up and see you climbing out the crab bucket. You get to the top of the crab bucket. The person that's keeping you crabs in the bucket is trying to throw water on you, feminine, while you trying to escape. But you so resilient, you know what I mean? The water was built to push you down back to the crab bucket like it happens to most crabs. You a different crab. You a king crab, in fact. When he threw the water on you, it washed the mud off of you, and your skin, your blue, beautiful skin, showed its hue. And the masculine seen the blue in you, just like, damn, I thought she was just a regular crab, just like me. You know what I mean? She's a beautiful crab. I've never seen a crab like her before. You know what I mean? He's seen you in all your glory before you look back and walked out the motherfucking crab bucket. As your divine counterpart, it's his job to do what you just did. It's better to be 2 crabs escaping out of crab bucket than just 1. Because other crabs are going to escape too. If you don't, it's going to hit the other people in this crab bucket with you too. Damn, that crab escaped. Maybe if I can escape out, I can go mate with her. It shouldn't take everybody to try to get out the crab bucket to follow your feminine for you to follow your feminine. You should be as proactive as your feminine, leaving escaping the crab bucket or escaping the plantation. If it's a plantation and you 2 are slaves, your feminine taught you how to read. She taught you how to read so you can understand the Underground Railroad and see the signs and, read the letters and the messages to kind of get you from each stop and to each conductor for you to get to freedom land. You know what I'm saying? You should have went when she escaped out the plantation. You didn't. Luckily, she prepared you for this trip. You still got to do the wands of taking it. Clarifying the 3 of Wands, we got the 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands is internal conflict. Internal conflict is your complexes. That's your woes. That's your insecurities. That's your issues. We all got issues. We all got complexes. We all got insecurities. We all got fear. We all got dark, negative, weak energy in us. We don't promote this energy. We don't make this energy okay. Like it's okay to be in this energy. No, we're not hiding this energy. No, we're dealing with this energy. You heal yourself at all times. Healing yourself is a 24-hour job. Taking care of yourself, whether that's health wise, whether that's your mental health, whether that's your spiritual, emotional well being, it's your job. Your heart is inside your chest. Thus, you heal your own heart. If your heart was outside your chest, then maybe somebody can fix you with that, man. So it's nobody's job to fix you. You fix yourself. Ain't nobody else's job to deal with the internal conflict that you got going on. It's your internal conflict. So come into the situation when it comes to path, purpose, evolution, escaping out the plantation, escaping out the matrix, escaping out this crab bucket. You feel a little internally conflicted with what just transpired. In your head, this crab bucket is cool. If the feminine would have stayed in here, she would have stayed with you. She left. It ain't like she was running away from you. She was running away from that crab bucket, that matrix, that plantation. She can't be free or herself or live a prosperous life in that place. She left so you can leave too. She didn't have to leave the ladder up. She didn't have to leave the door open. Your feminine didn't have to do shit for you. She didn't have to break shit down. She didn't have to come out the box. She didn't have to spell it out for you. But your feminine did. You feel a little conflicted with the actions that just transpired. But the only reason you feeling conflicted because you know what's coming up. You know what I mean? 7 of Wands plus 3 of Wands, that's 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is this bottom line energy, which is more important than anything. 10 of Wands is a temporary ending. This is something you in yourself. Why you have the control and the influence and the power to do it. 10 of Swords is the death card. That's death. It's like you at the doctor, they say you terminally ill, you got like 4 months to live. You don't accept that 10 of Swords, that death sentence. Nah, I don't accept that shit. It's mental if I accept that shit. Fuck that shit. 10 of Wands. What can I end in my life now that can save my life in the future? 10 of Wands, that's dieting. That's switching your whole diet up. That's working out. That's really being on your business health-wise to really try to reverse a terminally ill disease. Or, like I say, even though a disease is something that's kind of hard to cure the regular way. You know what I mean? You seek out outside alternatives to kind of medicate and heal yourself. Everything you need to literally heal yourself in this world is in this world. It's a plant, herb, soil, tree, fruit, vegetable. Whatever you need in this world, you can find that shit in a seed, a tree, a seed, the soil, earth. Find whatever you need to succeed, survive, and thrive on this earth, on this world. Since the day you was born, God had everything you needed to succeed, survive, and thrive on this world. But you gonna have to put the actions in, or you are gonna have to cease things in order for you to save your own life. 10 of Swords, that's the end of your career. That's you going bankrupt. 10 of Wands, like I say, you're doing all the actions you can do to prevent bankruptcy from happening. You got rolled up at your job. You kind of on you kind of in the red. One more late, tardy mark, one more absence, one more issue or write-up with you, you fired. 10 of Wands, this is you doing whatever you got to do, you know what I mean, to keep that 10 of Swords from happening. Why? You have the power to do it. It ain't like they just fired you and you can't do anything, 10 of Wands, about it. It ain't like you just dropped dead, thus you couldn't even prevent your own demise. Before anything detrimental happens to you, or for anything detrimental happens to the world, it's always a warning. It's always a sign from God. It's always a warning. Make sure you see that. Clarifying this 10 of Wands is the Knight of Wands. Aces to 10s are karmic cycles. Knights, queens, kings, and things is the divine realm. How do karmics move? We do shit in the matrix, the world. We do shit in Zion, heaven. We do shit for other people. We do shit for ourselves. We do shit for the world. We do shit for God. We got accountability for the things we do in the world, divines. We got accountability for the things that we do in the 4th and 5th dimension. The manifestations that we create and make in the 4th and 5th dimension. You know what I'm saying? It's 2 types. It's doubly accountability Double the work, double the pleasure, double the fun. That's the life of a divine. You see how it's moving in an infinite way. Divines move infinitely. We don't move in circles like hamsters in a wheel, or gerbils on a hamster wheel too. Knight of Wands, that's moving fast and fiercely towards your divine direction, or you just being in a place to be. This Ten of Wands that you gotta do has to be done. Period. Period. Knight of Wands is being in a place to be. You might be at a place where you don't like, or uncomfortable, or a place you feel is unfair. But guess what? This is where you were meant to be. Looks like an ending has to happen. With you, masculine, you personally gonna have to end something. You ending things to begin things. Because two things can't occupy the same spot. And you can't step into a sterilized situation with old shit on your boot. As far as your mystery madness, coming to the situation, masculine, we got the sauce, Six of Cups. What's the Six of Cups? That's the sauce, the steves. That's your essence. That's your personality. That's what makes you, you. We're all the same, Six of Cups, but we're all different, Six of Cups. God made us all the same. God loves us all the same. God gave us all a fair shake at life, despite where you were born, despite who you are, your race, creed, religion, whether you were born a king or a motherfucking slave. We all are in the same boat. We all get the same love for God, even people that don't fuck with God or his son. You know what I mean? God still got love for y'all goofy asses. You know what I'm saying? God still fuck with y'all. That's just how God rolls. God don't change. Divine law. Divine law been in effect since the earth got here. That doesn't change. Salvation doesn't change. Ascension doesn't change. Divinity doesn't change. Divine love doesn't change. The infinite doesn't change. You know what changes? The world, people, anything in this third dimension, this temporary space of time. Everything in this motherfucker changes. Values, morals, money, commerce, laws, you know? Six of Cups. You got to differentiate yourself from everybody else. Six of Cups is being all that. Masculine, you need to be a Seven of Cups. All that and a bag of chips. Because that all that and a bag of chipsness is what separates you from everybody else. Clarifying Six of Cups, we got another cup, which is cool because these are the cups realms. It's the feminine territory. You stepping into your feminine side. Nice. We got the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is the Romeo card in my deck, as in Romeo and Juliet. Cups at the end of the day. What are cups? Feelings and emotions. Where you going mentally. Told you. Six of Cups is the sauce. Who do I facilitate the sauce with? The divine feminine. The divine feminine is the sauce maker. Divine masculine, you're the sauce taker. She's the bartender, you're the bar patron. She's the drug dealer, you're the addict. She's Michael Jackson, you Tito. Without the Jacksons, there wouldn't be no Michael Jackson. Without drug addicts, there wouldn't be no drug dealer. Without bar patrons, there wouldn't be no need for a bartender. The sauce that you addict so much, it's like it's exclusively made for you. But the person who's making this sauce, the feminine, it's almost like she exclusively made this shit for you. It's like a person that makes you your favorite food and it turns out to be the best dish you ever had in your motherfucking life. Like, damn, not only is this my favorite food, you made it so well. I love your dish. Now, this is my favorite dish. A lot of people cook this shit for me, but it never comes out the way you make it. It's like I say, this particular sauce, you just love or you lust for it. Back to the Knight of Cups, the Romeo and Juliet card. Look at the story of Romeo and Juliet. That wasn't a story of love. That was a story of lust. That was not a romance. That was a fucking tragedy. The reality of Romeo and Juliet is two teenagers killed themselves in the name of love. Say that shit 2 times. 2 teenagers killed themselves in the name of love. Nigga, that's not divine love. Nigga, that's not a twin flame story. Stop it. What happened was they was just digging each other. Romeo was addicted to Juliet sauce. Juliet was addicted to Romeo sauce. As a feminine, you're supposed to kind of take the lead. You know, you should be the head of the snake. Masculine should be the tail. And the whole story of Romeo and Juliet, the motherfuckers was on the same level the whole time. Juliet, as a feminine, she should have been on one accord with her masculine. hey, our family don't want us to be together. I don't give a fuck about that. Let's put our two heads together, come up with a plan so we can be happy and leave this bullshit with what they own with us alone. Juliet was very smart. She could have had a better plan than what she did. She fucked up not telling Romeo her plan, number one. And she fucked up even coming up with the plan that she had. The whole plan she had was juvenile. J for juvenile. That's what nights are. It's juvenile energy. If she was real, she would have, like I said, met up with Romeo, told him her plan, and for him to act accordingly. Look, I'm gonna fake like I'm gonna kill myself. You gonna come to my funeral, act crazy, you know what I'm saying? Cry, go home. By the time I wake up, I'll meet you so and so. We can just leave and start our new life from there. That's how that shit should have happened. Fuck no. Eve trying to be low key with shit. She just had a plan. Didn't correlate it to her mate. Romeo is her she's Romeo's everything. Okay? So she kind of didn't expect Romeo to have the reaction that he had. But once again, Juliet, what did you expect? You thought he was just gonna cry and then he was gonna come back from the dead like Christ and he was gonna fall in your arms and you was gonna carry on your plan? Like, fuck no. One thing about a plan, it's gotta be a good plan. You did your plan. Romeo seen you. He killed himself. That was very juvenile. That's not divine love. That's lust. Juliet's awake. Sees her mate dead. She kills herself. Immature move, Juliet. Romeo and Juliet should have been Rome and Jules. But the reason why they weren't Rome and Jules is because they're not divines. It's okay for Romeo and Juliet to not be twin flames. That's not a twin flame story. That's not love. That's lust. That was young love, young lust, and it ended up with both their demise. Saying all that shit to say this, masculine. What you feel for the sauce maker should be love, not lust. What you feel for your divine feminine should be true, not confusing. Your feminine, being a leader, should put you on. As a good feminine, your feminine should have put you down. About path, about purpose, about God, about divinity, about this twin flame shit, about how to go about it, about how to understand it and shit like that. If your feminine ain't giving you no instructions, masculine, then of course you're going to be out here a wreck. That's why I be telling y'all feminines all the time. This is a Romeo and Juliet situation. This is how Rome and Jules would be. Feminine, you Jules, this is Rome. You're going to have to be the head of the snake and lead your masculine out. Same way you let him out the crab bucket. Same way you taught him how to read in the Underground Railroad for him to get the freedom. It's a group thing. And things got to be on one accord. And things got to be clear. That's how mature people deal with love. Not two mature people lusting. You're too mature to be lusting. You should understand what love is at this point. Romeo and Juliet were teenagers. Of course they didn't understand what love was. Of course they didn't understand anything. They were newbies. It's a tragedy. They should have grown up to be old people with grandchildren to tell their love story to. But instead, they crashed and burned as teenagers. Because of juvenile love, young love, teenage love. Don't hurt me again. You know what I'm saying? Masculine. Subconsciously, in your mystery madness, indirectly, you in your fields. You feel a lot for your feminine. But you're questioning, is this love or lust? Which is a normal reaction. But if you want, some help, just think of the story of Romeo and Juliet. What do you want this to be? Romeo and Juliet tragedy or Rome and Jules romantic comedy? Because you directly masculine, you got the 9 of Cups. This is wishes granted, dreams come true, or a miracle. Once again, more cups. You came into the situation, 9 of Cuppy, 6 of Cuppy. Now you directly with the 9 of Cups. This is the feminine's department. You really stepping into your feminine side when it comes to your emotions right now, which is cool. Just don't be too much in the feminine energy. Like I said, you still a masculine at the end of the day. You still got to come back to reality. It's good you stepping into your feminine side, but make sure you step to your cups and your swords and make sure you bring that shit right back down. You know what I'm saying? That's like a feminine stand in the masculine energy too long. It's cool. You're supposed to balance yourself, but if you stay in a opposite energy too long, it's going to create problems with your masculine. You can't be two masculines in the building. Or in the case of you, feminine, your masculine step into his feminine side, you're feminine energy. It's like two bitches here. Somebody's going to have to balance out. The feminine cannot be the masculine. The masculine cannot be the feminine. The masculine has to be a balanced feminine and masculine. Feminine has to be a balanced feminine and masculine. And y'all have to be both balanced dealing with each other in order for anything to kind of excel, gel, mix, grow, develop. Dreams come true, wishes granted. Miracle. It's something that you're hoping for with this romance. Masculine. And like I said, it's the way you look at it. It's the way your feminine look at it. This shit is like a fairy tale. But it's not, because this is real life. You actually feel these feelings. Same fairy tale. You actually feel these feelings, and that's what you're equating right now. So masculine, you in regards to the feminine energy subconsciously in your mystery madness, we got the Four of Wands. This is twin flame union, reunion, and recognition. This is twins becoming one. This is also your home, the four walls that make your home, your shelter, your sanctuary. This is also wherever your heart is. Home is wherever the heart is. Home is where the hate is. For some of the greatest become greater too. Whatever's feel good in your heart, that's home. Maybe it's a person that feels like home, like your twin. Maybe it's a place that feels like home outside your home. This is nostalgia. This is like going back to your hometown. This is like going to see your father or your mother's tombstone and shit. That's home. That's gonna bring you to the Four Wands. It's gonna bring you to the infinite. When you go visit tombstones or people who ain't here, you still show the actions as if they were here. At least that's what I do. When I see tombstones, I'm saying, I'll be talking to them. Just like, hey, what's up? I really miss you. You know what I'm saying? I might smoke. I might drink or something. I might pour them something. You know what I mean? It's like, it's actions. When you come back to tombstones to kind of, recollect the dead, visit the dead. You know what I'm saying? Yes, they passed on, but you still here. And this is just giving reverence to what was here. The equivalent of you driving by your great grandma's house who's deceased, but that ain't the family house no more. But it's like you just drive by the old great grandma's house. Damn, I remember when we used to have Easter dinners in there. I remember, man, you know what I'm saying? This could be, like I said, a hometown, a place you grew up as a kid, you an adult going back to revisit. You know what I mean? It's like I say, it's Zion. It's opening your heart. You know what I mean? When you get exposed to places that feel like home, it's a completeness there. It's a union there. You know what I mean? It ain't just a union with your twin flame. It could be just a union of God and you, or a union of the universe and yourself and shit. You know what I mean? At these places of home, or these places that feel like home, these people that feel like home. You know what I'm saying? This is infinite love, divine love. This is life-changing shit right here. But putting it more on the twin flame union, reunion, recognition, Four of Wands. Shoot. One moment, oh. Put more smoke on the Four of Wands. We got the Seven of Cups. Came to the situation masculine with the Six of Cups, the sauce card, being clarified by the Knight of Cups, which is young love or strong love or very passionate emotions and shit. By coming home, by getting in union, reunion, and recognition, by entering Zion, like I say, Four of Wands is freedom land. You was just in a plantation, now you're in freedom land. Four of Wands is outside the crab bucket. You was just in the crab bucket. You Three of Wands climbed up the ladder out the crab bucket to get home. Now you home free. Seven of Cups. That's you being all that in a bag of chips. Six of Cups. The whole world is saucy. Karmics too. The difference between a karmic, Six of Cups, and a divine, Seven of Cups, is that you defining yourself. Told you, we all loved by God. We're all born in the same boat. Like we all come from the same place. We're the same but different until we differentiate ourselves from everybody else. Home. Home is where the heart is. Home is where the hate is. Where some of the greatest become greater. At home, everybody in the same boat. Until, like I say, you set the bar high for the family. You become the first doctor of the family. You become the first celebrity of the family. You become the first real true breadwinner for the home environment. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, it pays to do more. Bring more out yourself. Get more out your purpose, get more out your twin flame situation, get more out of God. Like Seven of Cups, that's more. You know. Union, reunion, and recognition, Four of Wands is like I said. It's destined for a lot of you twins. A lot of masculines are ready to come home. But it's a lot of feminines who ain't ready for the masculine to come home yet. It's a lot of feminines who still tying loose ends, crossing T's and dotting I's before they get to this position with their masculine. But guess what? He's gonna pop. Like I say, Four of Wands happens. What like? It's like I tell people all the time. I should have saying I'm gonna move on. Like before I got in the union for the first time with my twin, a lot of psychics was telling me it was gonna happen. You know, you're gonna get in the union. You're gonna get in the union. I'm like, I don't see it. I don't see how. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen when you least expect it. Well, that's kind of hard because I'm always analyzing shit. You know what I mean? So when union happened, it came out the blue. My twin just appeared at my door. Nigga came to my home. Nigga came home. You know what I'm saying? Seven of Cups. This is like I said, you being all that in a bag of chips. This is you differentiating yourself from everybody else. I'm masculine. Told me all the shit that I wanted to hear. Came at me in a way that I wanted to get came at. You know what I'm saying? Like everything I wanted from my masculine, I was getting from my masculine. Even though I was expecting twin flame union, reunion, and recognition to happen. When it happened, it surprised me. When it happened, like I said, I was so shocked I didn't know what to say. I spent all this time preparing for union, and when I finally got in the union, I didn't know what to do after it. You know what I mean? It definitely set my masculine apart from any other time since then. We've been in recognition, we've been in separation, we've been beefing, you know. So when that first union happened, it just kind of solidified who he is, who I am, what this is. So union's gonna happen. Hopefully feminines let it happen. Like I say, there's no right time for union. And there's no wrong time for it anyway. It's just a matter of if you both are ready to receive it. You could be ready all day, but your masculine might not be. Your masculine be ready all day, but you might not be. But when y'all both ready, y'all both will, like I say, come as one. Y'all both will unite. And like I say, to me, union and reunion is just like I say, when you both are ready to come to the square, and bring it on home together. So directly masculine, you in regards to the feminine energy, you got the Three of Pentacles. This is you. This is a particular feminine, and this is the shit you want to do with your feminine, or the shit you want to do to your feminine. Three of Pentacles is a bridge. It's two people building together. If you want to build with your feminine, you best bring something to the table. If you want to build with your feminine, she best has something to bring to the table. The only way two people can do anything is if both of them got something to bring to the table. You don't fuck with a person who ain't got shit to bring to the table. Then they're just in your face and in your space. It's like a person just looking at you and not saying nothing or doing nothing. It's like, what the fuck? You in my face. I mean, state your purpose. What are you doing here? Oh, you ain't come here to do nothing? Okay, we'll disperse. Who comes to another person space and face with nothing? Like I said, you're a woman. So as a woman, you should build with a guy that has something. But then you got me. I'm a guy. You know, yes, I'm supposed to be the provider. Yes, I'm supposed to be the protector and all that. But at the end of the day, if my girl ain't got nothing to bring to the table, she probably ain't the right one for me. Ain't like she bringing pentacles for me, or like she got to be rich for me to fuck with her. Fuck no. She got to have something to bring to the table. Substance. Divinity. You know, divine love, divine understanding. A better connection with God that I can get with, that she on. A better understanding of life and the world around me, thus she can put me down. Have somebody having something to bring to the table, that's something they can put you down on. It's about PMD. Put me down. Like, put me on. If you got on, put me on. I don't want no money. Teach me how to get money like you. So where I can pay myself and make my own money. I don't want your money. Just teach me how to make it. You know, PMD. You know, whoever you building with, Three of Pentacles, they better be in a position to put you on or put you down. And if you fucking with somebody, you better have something to bring to the table to put them on or put them down. Otherwise, this bridge is going to be a bad bridge. That's all good bridges are. Good friends are. Good lovers are. People who bring some shit to the table that's good for you. And it's shit they getting from you that they enjoy also. It's give and take. Two-way street. More smoke on this Three of Pentacles. You got the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is homeostasis. You know. Three of Pentacles. This is you building with somebody. Or this is a place you want to be in life, and you're going to have to get from point A to point C. But in order for you to get point A to point C, you got to get to B first. Then once you get to point C, you still got the next card, which is the Four of Pentacles. Say you just wanted to get your life back on track. Your life is on track. Say you wanted to get your feminine in your life. She in your life. You wanted that job. You got the job. You want that house. You got the house. You wanted whatever. You got it. Four of Pentacles is you holding on too tight to something. It's a pinnacle. Person, place, or a thing so tight that you can't let it go or you feel you can't live without it. Whatever you got. Your feminine, it's a person, place, or a thing. That job, person, place, or a thing. That car, whatever. This thing is, you know what I'm saying? Release your clamps on it. Yeah, this is your wife, but like I said, you can't put clamps on your wife. She got free will, you got free will. You got life, she got life. Yes, y'all are item. Yes, you two are one. But y'all still two different people. The moment you try to control somebody else's life is the moment you got shit fucked up. That's the Four of Pentacles. You don't want your wife to have friends. You don't want your wife to dress a certain way. You don't want your wife to do this. You don't want your wife to do that. Fuck the wife. You don't want the kids to do this. You don't want your kid to do that. This is how I want to run my house. My house going to be like this. It's going to be like, nah. Yeah, you provide structure for your family as a man and shit, but you don't dictate nothing. You know? Usually these, I don't know, polygamous households, you know, person that's got like a wife and 3 concubines. You know what I mean? Like a Mormon with 5 wives and 50 kids and shit like that. Usually men who control shit come from structures like that. Arranged marriages, that's a power play. It's a power play. An arranged marriage is a power play. You're like a fucking pinnacle. It's like, yes, I'm looking for a wife. You know what I mean? Most likely she gonna be young as fuck. And it's like, yes, you can have my daughter in exchange for land, some cattle, and some gold. You just pawned your daughter out. Your daughter is not a pinnacle to be pawned off. Because when you pawn your daughter off in an arranged marriage to this guy, what the fuck you think? How you think this guy gonna view your daughter as a pinnacle? I can do with her whatever I please. She's just like every other pinnacle I got. Nah, no, you know. Knight of Pentacles is grooming. Like eventually all these pentacles is gonna kind of get into the whole grooming process of shit. Six of Pentacles is homeostasis. That's just shit being okay. Okay is cool. But we're here to do more. We're here to do more. It's cool to get to where you want to be in life, but like I say, you still got steps to do. Four of Pentacles. Once you let whatever this control shit go, then you can go through the Five of Pentacles. This is the Dark Night of the Soul, which everybody goes through. Dark Night of the Soul is a fucked up time. That's you taking an L. That's you being assed out. That's you losing a shitload of money. That's you going into debt. That's you just taking a L, which is a lesson, not a loss when it comes to Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is a step after the Dark Night of the Soul. We all survive hard times. We all survive trial and tribulations. We all learn through trial and error. You know, the minute you try to control the inevitable is the minute you got shit twisted. Because if you think you can control the inevitable, then you think you can control your own life. Like, yes, you are the thinker who thoughts it makes the things, but you don't control shit. Shit happens that's outside you all the time. Good, bad, and ugly. The minute you think you can control shit, that's when you've lost. Masculine. So you as far as yourself, subconsciously, indirectly, we got yourself. Masculine, the King of Wands. You're the King of Wands. This is Neo in the Matrix. You're the one. Yes, Trinity and Morpheus found you. Yes, Trinity and Morpheus been in Zion longer than you have. They've been around longer than you have. They kind of got more awareness, more insight. They kind of advanced more spirituality wise, you know. Trinity got a lot over the masculine. You know what I'm saying? But Neo is the one. Neo is the most powerful. Neo can do shit in Zion that the average person can't do. Neo can do shit in the Matrix that an average person can't do. Neo ain't average. Neo is the one. Feminine, you above average, but your masculine, he's one of a kind. It's hella divines out here. You got like 28% of divine people out here. Like I said, to every 28% Tau, divine feminine, because y'all come in pairs. So 28% is you and your masculine. You know what I'm saying? And the 28 percentile of divine feminines out here, you've all found your match. This is your match. You never heard the term you've met your match? Your masculine is that match. It's the person who's just like you, who's just as smart as you, who's just as witty as you, who's just as smooth as you, who's just as cool as you, who's got the same kind of influence you got. You've met your match. Anybody else, you can kind of analyze. Anybody else, you can kind of understand. You can write off everybody else, like especially psychics like myself. All I need to know is your birthday, and I can get a clear picture of you not knowing you. I can get a good handle on strangers. I can figure a lot of shit out. The world, divine law, people. Yeah, but there's only one motherfucker I just can't figure out. I mean, I can. It's been years just analyzing this man, but that's my divine masculine. He shocks me every time. Every time I think I got my masculine beat, he comes with some new shit that leave me stuck. Boo-boo face with my mouth open like, wow, did he just do that? It's like Neo when he stopped the bullets. Nigga, ain't nobody seen no shit like that. As much as motherfucking Morpheus been alive, Morpheus was not alive to see no shit like that. Did this nigga just stop bullets? Did this nigga just run into an agent? Did this nigga just take off and fly? Did this nigga just pull a bullet out of motherfucking Trinity chest? Like, what the fuck? Like, an enigma. You know? Masculine is an enigma. He's a person you will never figure out. He's a person you won't put a fork in like he's done. Like, no. It's gonna be infinite. Infinite. You've been dealing with your masculine in the prior world you was at before we came to this world to do what we do. Masculine is the only anomaly on this planet that you can't put your finger on. You're good at putting your finger on shit. You're good at deciphering shit. You're good at identifying people and shit. But your masculine, it's almost like you've met your match. It's almost like he got you beat. He's an enigma. He's the one. And he's yours. So masculine, you see how I'm talking about you? How you're Neo from the Matrix and shit like that? Facts. You just need to step into that path. So the shit that your feminine be telling you, this is you taking that shit into consideration. All your feminine been telling you is how you nice, how you powerful, how you got influence, how you're somebody, how you're important, how you're the best things to slice bread around this bitch. You've been downplaying that shit thinking, nah, she can't be talking about me. Just like Mr. Anderson was in the Matrix. Before Mr. Anderson became Neo, it was a lot of doubt there. It was a lot of confusion there. It was a lot of insecurity there. Like, you know, you've seen how Mr. Anderson was. He didn't believe anything. Well, how do I know if this is real? He's about to walk out the car when Trinity was just trying to PMD, put him down. Nigga was about to walk out the car. Trinity's like, hey, you've been down that road, Neo. You know where that leads. Ascend. All Trinity was trying to get Neo to do was ascend. That was her job, was to get him to ascend. Because out of anybody on this planet, the ones, you masculines, y'all need to ascend. Y'all need the shit y'all feminine be kicking to y'all. Because it's only going to balance y'all out and turn y'all from Mr. Anderson to Neo. All divine masculines are Mr. Andersons until they become Neo. But without Trinity and Morpheus' help, that wouldn't have happened. So Morpheus would be God, Trinity be your divine feminine. If you on your job, then you know he's gonna be the one. If you ain't on your business, how is he gonna evolve? You directly, your own energy, masculine. You got the Knight of Swords. This is fear. Making decisions without crossing your T's and dotting your I's or being mentally discombobulated. From a Ten of Swords, my mom. Hold on. Hello? I'm at the house. Nah. Probably be at the crib, just, doing what I usually do. Huh? Nah, I'm still working with you. I just, I guess I'm just waiting on you to take a little trip so I can, do that. And then when you come back, we can, figure stuff out. Nah, I'm talking about you. Ain't you taking a trip? Yeah, I can work. Just let me know ahead of time. Like, if you want me to come in tomorrow or something. Okay. All right. Well, all right. I'm doing some readings right now though, but so when I'm done, I'm gonna call you right back. We can chat about it. All right. All right. Like I say, mom got a ministry. She focused on ministry. Yeah, like, all right, nigga. You know what I mean? We got these kids, nigga. Ministry, nigga. Shit, what's up? You in? You still work for mom? I'm like, yeah, I don't fuck with you. Anyway, sorry about that. Masculine, you personally, you left off you at the Knight of Swords. This is fear. Fear is mental. Just like Ten of Swords, death. Death is mental. Just like King of Swords, God. God is mental. Just like Three of Swords, pain. Pain is mental. Just like Seven of Swords, truth. Truth is mental. Knights, queens, kings, and things. That's divine realms. Fear. Fear is acceptable. It ain't accepted, it's acceptable. Ten of Swords, that's death. You just lost the person you love the most. It's acceptable to have a little fear every now and then. It's acceptable to go through it, to grieve, to whatever. But make sure you bounce back. You alive. They're not here anymore. The older you get, the more funerals you're going to attend. Death is prevalent because we live in the third dimension, temporary space and time where all pinnacles expire. Knight of Swords is fear. Whatever you fear the most will become your reality. The opposite of love ain't hate, it's fear. You fear what you don't know. You fear what you don't comprehend. You fear what you can't understand. A lot of people don't fuck with Christ because they don't understand Christ. That's why they fear Christ. A lot of people don't fuck with God. They don't understand God. That's why they fear God. A lot of people don't fuck with divines. They don't understand us. That's why they fear us. But if you knew, you wouldn't have fear of shit. It's like you scared of dogs. You hate dogs. You don't like seeing them. Every time you see them, you run. Until you faced what a position in life to where you got to deal with a motherfucking dog right now. It's like a rabid dog cross your path. You walking home or you just taking your garbage out and you turn around, it's a fucking rabid dog. Like this nigga going crazy and shit. You know if that dog bites you, it's over for you. So you hate dogs. You got a fucking fear of dogs. It's time for you to face your fear right now. God do that shit for you. God make you face your fear. But it's what you thinking. The whole time you was thinking it could be a dog. When I hate taking out the trash because I don't want to run into no dog. And you scared of dogs, but what you're really scared of is like rabies from dogs. So meeting a dog with rabies, it's just gonna fuck you up. It's like a person that's scared of clowns. Like Zombieland. Dude had a fear of clowns. It just so happened he ran into a clown zombie. It's like, oh my God, like it's the worst shit that could happen right now. Like, look, you face your fears. Because once you face this dog, once you face this clown, once you face your fear, then the fear ain't there no more. It's mental. It dissolves just like that. You ain't scared of dogs no more. You ain't scared of clowns no more. You ain't scared of what you faced. You face your fears, so you ain't scared of it. Fear, Knight of Swords, can be used against you to hurt you. Can be used for your demise. Like I say, fear makes people take vaccinations they don't need. Fear makes countries create, I don't know, concentration camps, containment camps for other races. who built the same country. That shit we did with the Japanese during World War II and shit. Fear caused that shit. Us coming at every Middle Eastern person like they was a fucking terrorist back in the 2000s. Fear-based. Niggas want to microchip they self for the security and safety of the world. That's a fear tactic. Fear. Hell. Hell doesn't exist, I will argue. Hell is a fear tactic. The devil, Satan, and Lucifer, 3 different people from 3 different places with 3 fucking agendas. They have no power over your human being ass. They have no power over you because you God's property. And the devil ain't welcome nowhere near God, nor his property. So the devil has no influence over you. The devil can't do shit to you. It's a fear going around that you should fear the devil. Like the devil's somebody to fear. Like the devil's somebody even fucking worried about. God, that's the nigga you need to be worried about. You're going to have a fear for anything? Fear God. A healthy fear. Fear God like you fear your moms when you was a kid. It's only 2 things I got a healthy fear for. I'm telling you. A healthy fear of God, a healthy fear of mom. And I fear them the same way. Like as a kid, my mom be like, hey, before we go in this house or before we go in this store or before we go in this place, don't act a goddamn fool. We ain't come here to buy shit, so don't be picking nothing out. We ain't coming here for you. Like, you know what I mean? You better not act a goddamn fool. You better not show out because I'm going to beat that ass. Don't make me tell you twice, son. And then we go in the store, I'm on my best behavior. Why? Because I don't want my mom smacking me in my head or popping me in my ass or you know what I mean? Chop me on my motherfucking neck for getting out of hand after she just told me what the fuck I need to be doing. That's how God moves too. God will tell you, nigga, I told your ass what the fuck you need to be doing. You better listen to me when I be talking to your ass. Don't make me fuck you up. God will rain fire and brimstone down on your bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? For not listening to him. For not taking heed. It's like you not doing what your parents tell you to do. Of course you gonna get your ass whooped. Of course you gonna get disciplined. Of course you're going to get fucked up. Of course you better be scared. Because if you ain't scared of your own mom, then you're going to grow up to be an evil motherfucker. She put the fear in me for me to be the best person I can be. That's why you see the loving man that you see right now. The understanding man that you see right now. The diplomatic man that you see right now. A nigga that's definitely influenced by the feminine. This shit was inputted in me as a motherfucking child. Plus, I ain't had my father growing up, so like I said, I was raised by a woman. You dig what I'm saying? That's why you see the nigga that you see today. You see a big difference with men who ain't never had their moms in their life. You see how you see what they be on. Yeah, they a whole nother breed of men because they didn't get that feminine energy. But like I say, for a nigga growing up as a feminine energy, it's a lot of masculine energy I ain't get either. It don't make me less than a man from not getting this masculine energy. It would have helped. But I'm saying all this shit to say this. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's all mental. You know, fear is put in you as a child until you break that fear. Hate is put in you as a child until you understand what that hate is. You know, generational curses. You know, shit that's been put down in your family from time at the time. For my family, it's poverty. That's some shit that's been passed down from generation to generation to generation. Poverty. You know what I mean? We've been broke since the slave shit, nigga. And we got a lot of church in our family, so it's accepted that we don't need to be rich, or we don't need money to be happy, or God don't want us to be rich, because if we was rich and had money, this is what I was told as a kid, it's only gonna fuck you up. Having money gonna kill you. Having money gonna destroy you. My twin flame tell me this shit all the time. Nigga 30 years older than me though. Tells me the same shit. Nigga, money gonna fuck you up. Money ain't gonna help you. You ain't ready for money. You ain't ready for success. The fame, the shit you want, is gonna be your demise. You're gonna get destroyed by the world wanting the world, son. You know what I mean? Do it for the ministry. Stick to God with it. Don't be trying to blow up or come up. Because in reality, this is a world. It's dominated and ruled by systems. So if I did blow the fuck up, all blowing up is being accepted into a system. You understand what I'm saying? So if I blow up overnight in front of y'all eyes, it's some system I entered. Whether that's YouTube, put me on to more opportunities to get paid, get richer, connected with other people. If I was a rapper, that's me getting signed to a major label. That's a system. I was just broke today. I get into a system, sign a motherfucking contract. Boom, I got money. I'm free, financially free now. Like, I'm not in the same system I was in, the poverty system, as a virus to me going into a system. So no, being rich ain't gonna kill you. Having money ain't gonna be your downfall. It just depends on the system you in. The system you in. Then you got people like myself who trying to go through the back door. We trying to come up without a system. You know what I mean? And it's just a real reality to that. You know, fear. By me going up in poverty, like I said, my worst fear was what I'm going through right now. My worst fear was growing up and being broke. I'm 33 years old. I'm like I say, I'm the same boat as I was coming in this world. All my family is. You got people that's doing good, you know, but you know, they family based, they family unit. I don't really know a person in my family who by themselves getting out the mud by themselves. Only people I can think of getting out the mud by themselves in my family is like me and my twin sister. And we the only people without children. Everybody else is paired up, coupled up, familyed up, kid up, with a whole system. You understand what I'm saying? I'm saying all this shit to say this. I'm fearless. So by me being fearless, I just come at life different in a very divine manner. It's better to be fearless than have a mind full of fear. Fear will be your downfall. Fear will be your demise. Being fearless ain't gonna do nothing but, like I say, keep you right where you need to be mentally. Future final role, wrapping this up. Going to the future in your indirect energy masculine, you got the Seven of Swords. This is true. This is a mask that you're taking off to reveal who you really are. This is somebody keeping it 100 with you keeping it 100 with somebody else, or somebody keeping it 100 with you. This is a cat coming out the bag. This is some darkness coming to the light. These are results. Like I say, it ain't what you think, it's what you know. These are results. Now you know. Going to the future masculine, you're going to get results. Clarifying these results is the Fool card. Fool card is being in a whole new world like Aladdin, or being unaware, or being foolish. Seven of Swords. Some results going to come out that you didn't know. A cat going to come out the bag that you wasn't aware of. Some shit is going to be illuminated in your life, and you had no clue that shit was sitting in the darkness. You know what I'm saying? Clarity. This is knowing. It ain't what you think is what you know. Going to the future masculine, subconsciously, you're going to start knowing a few things. And by knowing things, you can finally comprehend and understand. So your energy going to the future, final card, we got the King of Pentacles. This is ownership. Taking ownership in something. Like I said, in your indirect mystery madness energy, some truth is going to come out. Some results are going to come out. This is some shit you didn't know. It's like you do blood work, going to the doctor, and you find out you got something you didn't know this whole time. It's like, you know, you get a message like that from like some random woman. And in the text, it's like, I think you might be my dad and shit. I've been looking for you for years. And it's like, you go get a paternity test. Boom. This whole time, you had a daughter and didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like secrets. It's levels to secrets. It can be good, bad, or ugly. It's a blessing you got a daughter that you didn't know about. Now you can like catch up for lost time. You know what I'm saying? This is like I said, results. You know how it is when you find out results. You find out you're pregnant. You didn't know you was pregnant. You find out now. Because he can be she be he, you know, we rocking. So, you know, King of Pentacles. You're going to own up to what's transpired. And by owning up to what's transpiring masculine, it's going to put you in a position to really focus on what really matters. And that's you and the connection at hand. Got to pick another card. If it's another red card, it's a warning. It's not. It's the Two of Swords. But yeah, going to the future masculine. There's a lot of shit you're going to have to own up to. King of Pentacles. When it comes to this Two of Cups, this lover's quarrel, this divine connection you got with your divine counterpart. And going to the future directly, you can't be pussyfooting at this point. Like I say, you got Seven of Swords, results, information. You know now. So this ain't the time to pivot. You can't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out now that you know the truth. You can't be pussyfooting around now that you got the scoop. Nah, you take ownership in this connection and you go forward with it. The next step after this Two of Swords would be the Three of Swords. That's pain. That's going past the point of no return. Make sure you do that. That's the message I got. Hope I can be a good use. It's your boy D.Boom. Please stay tuned for the next message. Deuces.